For today's headlines, anti-terror law keeps fangs. Ping cancels BBM turf sked. Persevere, Rody tells Quiboloy. CICC links hackers with former Smartmatic man. Circular economy saves natural resources, Legarda says. Second booster shot only for ICP. Filipino golfers fly to Thailand. US charges Europeans with helping North Korea. Good morning, I am Venice Bautista and this is Tribune News on Q. Today is April 27, 2022, and these are the latest news of this Wednesday morning. Ruling from its summer enclave in Baguio City, the Supreme Court on Tuesday denied with finality a bid to overturn its decision last year that threw out nearly all of the constitutional challenges to the Anti-Terrorism Act of 2020. In its one-page decision, the Supreme Court denied a motion for consideration against its December 7, 2021 ruling that declared only two portions of Republic Act 11479 to be unconstitutional. Malacanang welcomed the High Court decision with Palace spokesperson Secretary Martin Andanar describing it as a triumph for Filipinos. Andanar said the measure would prevent the country from turning into a safe haven for lawless groups. President Rodrigo Duterte signed the law in July 2020 at the height of large-scale lockdowns due to the coronavirus pandemic, despite heavy opposition, saying it provides a strong legal framework to address terrorism in the country. 37 petitions were submitted to the High Tribunal questioning its legality, making it one of the most contested measures in Philippine history. Senator Panfilo Ping Lacson on Tuesday canceled most of his campaign activities for the day in the so-called Solid North, the turf of presidential frontrunner Bongbong Marcos, citing conflicts of schedule. Ping was set to have a meeting with San Nicolas City Mayor Alfredo Valdez Jr. before going to a town hall meeting in the city in the afternoon. He was also scheduled to meet Ilocos Sur Governor Ryan Singson, who he said would have hosted a lunch and press conference in the famous Calle Crisologo in Vigan. Ping was set to travel from Vigan to Benguet Cathedral to have a courtesy call with Bishop Leopoldo in Abra before conducting a town hall meeting with tobacco farmers in the province. But for all the whirlwind schedule that had been set up for Ping in the Ilocos, he was only able to meet with former Abra Governor Eustaquio Bersamin. Bersamin will be trying to unseat incumbent Governor Maria Jocelyn Valera Bernos in the May 9 elections. Meanwhile, President Rodrigo Duterte joined on Monday the 72nd birthday celebration of his spiritual advisor, Kingdom of Jesus Christ founder, Pastor Apollo Quiboloy. Duterte and Quiboloy posed for photos doing a fist bump at the latter's celebration at KJC headquarters in Davao City, as shown in photos on the evangelist's Facebook page. The president, in his birthday video message, thanked Quiboloy for his loyalty and friendship and urged him to be more determined about overcoming the obstacles he was facing. Quiboloy and 8 of his associates were indicted by federal prosecutors in Los Angeles, California, for conspiracy to engage in sex trafficking by force, fraud and coercion, and sex trafficking of children, sex trafficking by force, fraud and coercion, conspiracy, bulk cash smuggling. His camp has long denied the accusations, and his case is scheduled to be tried in the United States in 2023. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Ako po ay kabahagi ng isang alyansa ng mga kandidato ngayong national elections na nananawagan po ng pagkakaisa. Ako po si Sara Duterte. Handa po akong magserbisyo sa ating bayan. Hinihingi ko po ang tulong at suporta ninyo para sa
PG Party List, kasangga mo, balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, boses natin sa Kongreso. PG Party List, kasangga mo, balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, basic good. Atin to, pagkaisa ng marinig ang mga hinaing. Young and active leaders sa Kongreso, ang boses natin. Tandaan at iboto, balota 108. Civilian realize the projects we dreamed of. PG Party List, vote 108 na. PG Party List, kasangga mo, balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, boses natin sa Kongreso. PG Party List, kasangga mo, balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, basic good. Atin to, PG Party List, atin to.
Si Harry Roque pinaglaban ang karapatang Pilipinong mangisda sa sariling karagatan. Malaking tulong po na ibigay niya po sa akin.
Sa mga walang boses sa lipunan, si Harry Roque ang spokesman ng bayan. Attorney Harry Roque sa Senado, number 54 sa balota.
Kaming pinahirapan ng mga sundalong Hapon. Si Harry Roque, pinaglabang kami.
Sa mga walang boses sa lipunan, si Harry Roque ang spokesman ng bayan. Attorney Harry Roque sa Senado, number 54 sa balota.
We're back on Tribune News on Q. Authorities have linked the arrest of 3 suspected hackers on Saturday with a former Smartmatic employee now under probe for his alleged breach of the Commission on Election System. The 3 suspected hackers allegedly operating in the dark web were presented by the Philippine National Police's anti-cybercrime group on Tuesday after they were nabbed in separate places in Cavite and Laguna. It was Cybercrime Investigation and Coordinating Center Executive Director and Undersecretary Cesar Mancab II who linked Joel Adahar Ilagan, Adrian De Jesus Martin, and Jeffrey Cruz Limpiado, all information technology experts, with Ricardo Argana, a former Smartmatic employee who was said to have gained access to the COMELEC system. Ilagan, De Jesus, and Limpiado were said to be operating within the dark web, where they offer services including their supposed ability to alter the results of the national and local elections. They have claimed ability to manipulate the results of the May 9 elections for a fee. Authorities said they can alter the election results for 10 million pesos. The suspects will be charged with Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. Related to these charges are for the hacking the websites of the National Power Corporation, bank credit cards, and other online transactions, and ransomware that targeted the commercial websites that included the Philippine Red Cross, Pure Gold, SNR, and the Department of Science and Technology. Senatorial aspirant Lauren Legarda renewed her call for the promotion of a circular economy to save the country's natural resources. She said in explaining the gist of her proposed law that promoting circular economy is one of the bills she have filed. It aims to make the manufacturer responsible for the disposal of the products it creates. Legarda is hoping to return to the Senate after serving one term in the House of Representatives. She added that this is important around the world because it reduces the overall waste human beings make. In 2020, Legarda filed House Bill 7609, or the proposed Philippine Circular Economy Act of 2020. Her proposed law seeks to pave the way for the development of green markets by instituting measures that promote circular economic and sustainable consumption and production by improving reuse and recycling and reducing plastic consumption. If people would become more responsible in waste disposal or be more involved in recycling products and materials, she said people do not just protect the environment, but livelihood as well. The Department of Health on Tuesday reminded hospitals that second COVID-19 booster shots are only to be administered to immunocompromised individuals, or ICP. The FDA-approved amended EUA, or Emergency Use Authorization, states that senior citizens, frontline healthcare workers or HCW, and ICP may be administered with a second booster, the DOH said in a statement. The reminder came after several reports stated that a hospital in the National Capital Region allegedly administered the second COVID-19 booster shots to health workers and senior citizens who are not immunocompromised. The health department said it is already looking at the reports regarding the matter. It also said the management of the involved hospital has already explained that they unintentionally misinterpreted the guidelines of the agency. Meantime, it assured the public that facilities in question have now since returned to administering boosters to ICP only. On Monday, the government started the rollout of the second booster shot in Metro Manila, but limited only to the immunocompromised population. Tribune News on Q will be back. Stay with us.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Oh, vaccination, isolation. Gotta keep up with my nutrition. Gotta maintain my body condition. Then I can take my vaccination. What do I choose? What do I take? As long as it is not a fake. AstraZeneca, Moderna, BioNTech, even Sinovac, okay na. Babakuna ka ba? 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 Vaccination for the nation, no more isolation. With vaccination, babakuna ka ba? 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 Paturok, paturok, paturok.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and
On Q, mas kilalanin pa natin ang mga paborito niyong atleta sa programang The Athletes Tribune. Alamin ang latest entertainment sa program. Magandang araw mga katribo! Narito na ang mga makakasama niyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelovelo, Atty. Lia Badillo Crisostomo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Chert Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas na ang mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Simulan natin ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments ng aming programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube. Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
Ang Daily Tribune may digital shows na din. Dahil sa mas lumalaki at mas lumalakas nating tribu, handog sa inyo ng Daily Tribune ang mga programang magbibigay buhay araw-araw. Be informed at mag-good vibes tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Be updated sa news and happenings sa Tribune News on Q. Mas kilalanin pa natin ang mga paborito niyong atleta sa programang The Athletes Tribune. Alamin ang latest entertainment sa programang What's Up. Ma-inspire sa mga kwentong hatid ng Perfect. Search lang ang Daily Tribune sa inyong Facebook at Tribune Now on YouTube. See you there mga katribu! Mapalutong bahay man o sumptuous meal for special occasions, sagot na kayo ng tropang Kalanpag. Dahil atid sa inyo ng Daily Tribune ang fun and exciting cooking show na Kalanpag, manood at matuto kung paano lutuin ang mga favorite nyong recipes. Sabayan pa ng fun and inspiring na kwentuhan sa kusina. I-upgrade na rin natin ang mga nakasanayang traditional dish ng pamilya.
You are still watching Tribune News on Q. The Philippines is fielding 2 teams in the Asian Junior Masters Championships slated Friday at the Blue Canyon Club in Phuket, Thailand. The contingent is led by Southeast Asian Games bound Luis K. Go, Matthew Singson, Jet Hernandez, and Christopher Arevalo. They are joined by top juniors Reese Nang, Gabi Rosca, Shinichi Suzuki, and Patrick Tambalake. Also taking part as individuals are Lorea Duque, Andres Lorenzo, Miguel Ilas, Mark Clu Cham, and Leandro Bagtas. Singson and Arevalo topped the recent National Stroke Play Championships at the Manila Southwoods Golf and Country Club. The boys' team is composed of Hernandez, Arevalo, Tambalke, and Suzuki, while the girls' squad is made up of Go, Singson, Nang, and Rosca. The top 3 scorers for each team will count, and the delegation left Tuesday for Bangkok before flying to Phuket on Wednesday after a 1-day quarantine. The players will hold a practice round on Thursday on the eve of a 3-day tournament. The United States on Monday charged 2 Europeans with conspiring with an American cryptocurrency expert who is in prison for helping North Korea circumvent U.S. sanctions over its nuclear program. Virgil Griffith, 39, was sentenced earlier this month to 63 months in jail for advising Pyongyang on how to create cryptocurrency services and blockchain technology to evade the sanctions. Federal prosecutors say Spaniard Alejandro Cao de Benos, founder of a pro-North Korean affinity organization, and Briton Christopher Ems, a cryptocurrency businessman, recruited Griffith to provide their services. Both defendants are at large, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York said in a statement. The prosecutors accused Cao de Benos and Ems of arranging for Griffith to travel to North Korea in April 2019 to the Pyongyang Blockchain and Cryptocurrency Conference that they had organized. And that wraps up the stories this morning, but before we go, we would like to thank the following: SM Store, Araneta City, Department of Tourism, MG Motors, Hina Motors, Security Bank, Empire Eastern Holdings Incorporated, and Overseas Community Affairs Council member Alan Lin of Republic of China for their continued support. Again, this is Venice Bautista on Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good morning.
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its Viber community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tarsito are available on our community Viber.